Good afternoon. Thank you very much for being here for the MSME Regional Forum. We will be carrying out today on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 22nd, and we shall conclude on Tuesday, 27th, with a declaration led by the Board of Directors of MIPYME. This forum is led by the MSME Center and organized by the Central American Integration System and with support of the Development Organization by the United States. Without further ado, I welcome Mr. Francisco Lima, Secretary of SICA, who I take advantage to extend my congratulations because this morning he took oath of his position and has made time to accompany us during this inauguration. Mr. Secretary, I give you the floor. I'm sorry, I can't hear anything. I think he has this in mute. Mr. Secretary, we're having a problem with your audio. I'm sorry I had not connected my microphone. Thank you so much, David, for this wonderful presentation that you make of myself. This morning, we had this act of transfer, and we're here. It's always a pleasure to collaborate with MIPYME and with our wonderful Central American countries. It's a true pleasure for me to greet all of the people who accompany us in this important event, virtual event that has been coordinated by the Regional Center for the Promotion of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise, MIPYME. In particular, I would like to greet the pro-temporary presidents of MIPYME, chaired by Ms. Victoria Eugenia Hernandez Mora, and we hope to meet in person soon. And members of the Board of Directors of MIPYME, with whom I congratulate for such an important initiative at these times when the topic of MSME is even more important for economic and social development in the region. And I greet all of the people who personally or in representation of their institutions have shown interest, particular interest in expressing their opinions, contributions for the development of the region in this very important forum. At the same time, I thank and I celebrate the participation of the other bodies of the SICA institutionality, and I believe firmly that coordination and intersectorial coordination will bring us further. And in the best of ways, the need for economic reactivation is broadly recognized in all of the countries of the region. And therefore, political, technical decisions in the last few months have been focused on the management of the emergency and the conditionings of external nature, and they should not limit us in the medium and long-term mission. The governments have taken action and have benefited the most vulnerable populations with resources that they've had on hand and trying to minimize the impact. And however, these actions are not sustainable for too long, more so when the incomes of our different countries show significant reductions. Certainly, the area of economic development of the companies has had a lot to do with the degree of intensity and affectation experienced in the Central American environment in view of the pandemic. Definitely the situation that we are faced with derived from attention to COVID-19 generates a very multi-scale, multi-dimensional challenge that needs to establish coordinated activities focused mainly in keeping the health of the people and containing the effects of that the measures that need to be taken are produced in the economic and social environment. Here is the importance of the institutionality of SICA, Central American Integration System, and economic subsystem. It has that clear challenge and shared vision executed intersectorially is the way that our countries have to separate us from the development contribution and make us to be the developers of the region. CEPROMIPE has made great work with the articulation of regional policy for MSMEs that counts with the support of the Council of Ministers of Economic Integration, which allows to give a comprehensive vision and a temporary horizon towards 2050. Therefore, I believe it's very important that this forum gets us together in politically and socially. I know that we have the support of international organizations such as ECLAC, SAIP, FAO, and others. Without a doubt, they back the proposals and contents that are presented. We also count with the great support of cooperation partners that collaborate with the execution of these types of activities. I do not want to extend myself anymore, but I would like to add that the three topics that are going to be addressed here, the promotion of innovation, entrepreneurship, and financial solutions are topics that we have worked on at SICA through our different strategic plans and regional instruments. Therefore, we wish to invite all of the bodies, whether regional or national, to integrate and focus into these mechanisms so that it's the MSME are the true beneficiaries. I reiterate my congratulations to Sempromipe and its board of directors for chairing and making such an interesting proposal. Thank you very much. I wish each one of you a very productive afternoon. Let's take advantage to the maximum these 3 days of exchange of information. Again, my greetings to Madam Minister and Mr. David. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Secretary. Your words are very important precisely to seek consensus and these exercises in collaboration, and particularly in the interinstitutionality. I know that Madam Minister has a very busy agenda, and I thank her so much that she is present, leading or chairing the pro-temporary presidency of Sempromipe. So, Madam Minister, I offer you the floor. Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to greet Mr. Francisco Lima, General Secretary of SICA, for being here with us this afternoon. I take advantage to reiterate the congratulations that he has received, knowing that today he took oath and position of his position. We are fully confident that we can work in a coordinated way so that we can put into operation all these actions that are so necessary in the regional MSME policies, and that you will know about. This policy has a long-term vision with forward-looking to 2050 and has been activated by public and private officials, and the Council of Ministers of Economic Development will minimize or maximize this policy. I want to also greet our executive director and the technical team that accompanies David, and to you who are accompanying us this afternoon, because the truth is that all of the efforts that are being made to put on the table, as we say, topics that are timely and necessary in the MIPYME, MSME context. We have gone through a pandemic crisis from April, May, June. Now we're going to 16 months since we began with the first cases. And really, this has made us to talk about aspects of Central American to do, and obviously the work of the MSME that has gone through very difficult times and at the same time has shown they have a great resilience capacity from the Central American integration system, and particularly Sempromipe. We are very looking to the needs and urgent transformations, but also where we have improvement opportunities, and where are those opportunities that the environment offers us as as a whole and as Central American region, since all of the activities that we have been leading since the first semester of the year, together with MIPYME, together with the MSME Observatory, we obtained the economic impact of the pandemic, COVID-19, of the MSME in Central America, and we see the affectation that leads a change in our businesses. All of the business models came to make different changes as of that time and are inviting us continuously to not stop in innovation. And of course, key topics for the actions by all the businesses, such as accompaniment and access to financing. All of the analysis of these data show us very clearly the gaps that we have in the business network within the countries. And very often we had seen that we have to face, but particularly to propose it in the framework of a policy, as I said previously, and concrete actions that in a collaborative way will contribute to strengthening of the entrepreneurial area in general. And in these scenarios, an evolution of the MSME in the SICA region also says that we have to double up efforts to reach entrepreneurship and promotion. We, on the topic of the MSME, and I think that we all share the same thought, is fundamental because they come to work the healthy distribution of wealth. And in that sense is that we have sought from different points of view with the technical team that we have in El Salvador, access to financing from an inclusive perspective. And we know that we cannot postpone any further topics such as risk capital, and that nowadays is a topic that is not usual in our countries, but invites to the new generation of entrepreneurs to start looking for new businesses that has been brought up because of the situation. Even though the companies have been able to react, we do have a decrease in the amount of MSMEs, and it also invites us to work with regards to three topics. We have to work on digital transformation, on the promotion, innovation, and once again, I reiterate to fair access to financial solutions. I do not want to take any more time, but I must mention the objective of this forum, which is to build and promote policies and mechanisms so that we can have a competitive reactivation of the MSME in the region through work and collaboration, through camaraderie and a dialogue, because we know that jointly we can create consensus and also be stronger in view of other financier entities, or we come to identify opportunities, solutions in view of great challenges with the purpose of promoting more exchange, knowledge, and work and collaboration that must be translated in concrete proposals as a result of the same synergy. We are visualizing a future path for the MSME of the region. Multiple resolution of the MSME is present today in the authorities that are here today with regards to the technicians of the MSMEs, representatives of the service of financial and social development platforms in networks of investors that we have in entrepreneurship associations, and the people who represent the institutionality of everything that is the Central American integration system. And we cannot leave behind the cooperation organisms and other organizations that are related to all of you. Thank you so much for being here, because I do not have any doubt in my mind that is going to enrich enormously this forum. We're going through a new route. We are going through a regional policy. So I thank each one of you, countries that are represented here, that have made possible to accompany us in MIPYME, It is one of more of what you will see in the short term, and we know that we can count with your support. Thank you so much to all the conference members and to the support personnel, international aspects, and particularly to you, who is going to take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. And with this, I wish you a good afternoon, much success, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Minister. If you allow me, Secretary and Minister, we shall take a few seconds to make the official photograph. Felix, when you let us know. Thank you so much for making your time and to be here. Your words are very motivating, and I think they address the feeling of the forum and the work that we must carry out. Therefore, what we have to do now is to start to work with a very clear scheme that if we see problems, we will see the best international practices, and we shall have dialogue work tables with a purely Central American perspective, and we will give solutions precisely to the challenges that the region has. I do not want to delay anymore. I know that your agendas are very busy, and thank you so much. And we will see you back at the end of the forum to seek the conclusions and to make the declaration that the board of directors will sign. Have a wonderful afternoon and invite you to the entrepreneurship panel that will take place in a few minutes. Success to everybody. Thank you so much.